Meet the future. 5 talented Gen Z musicians and comedians from St. Louis. St. Louis has long been a cradle for extraordinary talent, giving rise to icons like Nikki Glazer, John Hamm, Chuck Berry, and Tina Turner. But as the torch passes, it's time for the vibrant energy of Gen Z to take center stage. Born between 1997 and 2012, this dynamic generation of young creatives is redefining the entertainment landscape in St. Louis with their fresh perspectives and fearless authenticity. They're not just here to follow in the footsteps of legends. They're ready to blaze their own trails. Let's dive into the stories of 5 remarkable Gen Z talents who are making waves in music and comedy. Katie Klein, the voice of a generation. At just 22, singer-songwriter Katie Klein is poised to become St. Louis's next big musical sensation. For years, music was her private sanctuary, a place where she could express her thoughts and feelings through lyrics. From the tender age of 7, she was crafting songs on construction paper with crayons, inspired by the likes of Taylor Swift. I had a lot of things to say, I just didn't really say them out loud, so I just took that and filtered it into my music, Klein reflects. Her journey took a pivotal turn at 18 during a recording session at Shock City, where she was captivated by the professional atmosphere and the magic of seeing her songs come to life. Now she's gearing up to re-release her single 20s on March 28th, a heartfelt track that captures her experiences as a young woman. Klein's music resonates with her generation, tackling mental health and personal growth with a refreshing honesty. "We're not afraid to make change and advocate for change," she says, embodying the spirit of a generation that's ready to make a difference. Taji Kazembe, the comedic force. Stand-up comedian Taji Kazembe, 23, discovered her talent for humor during her high school improv days. "I love attention, and being on stage is that thing of like, oh, you have to pay attention to me," she shares. With a comedic style that blends observational humor and personal anecdotes, Kazembe draws inspiration from legends like Bernie Mac and Michelle Buteau. While many of her peers leverage social media to build their brands, she prefers the raw energy of open mic nights, honing her craft and connecting with fellow comedians. Kazembe's comedy reflects her life as a young Black woman, tackling themes of faith and adulthood with a clean, relatable approach. She's open for notable comedians and aims to leave her audience feeling uplifted. "Whatever kind of day you're having, leave it at the door because we're here to laugh," she encourages, showcasing the power of comedy to bring joy. Tonnie Kamkwalala, the jazz prodigy. At just 17, jazz drummer Tonnie Kamkwalala is already making a name for himself in the music scene. Growing up under the mentorship of his uncle, Bernard Long Jr., Kamkwalala was immersed in music from a young age. "I knew that's what I was going to do for the rest of my life," he says, reflecting on his early experiences in church bands and professional recordings. Now a junior at Hazelwood Central High School, Kamkwalala's talents extend beyond the drums. He plays multiple instruments and has been composing original music since elementary school. His participation in the Jazz Academy program has opened doors for him, allowing him to perform alongside established musicians and even take the stage at the New Orleans Jazz Festival. With dreams of becoming a jazz great, he's determined to keep pushing the boundaries of his craft. Sam Engel, the rock enthusiast. 16-year-old Sam Engel is a hard rock guitarist with a passion for keeping the genre alive. Inspired by legends like Alice Cooper and Kiss, Engel plays in 2 bands, Aragon and Torchlight Parade, the latter of which blends rock, classical, and metal into a unique sound. "There are bands that are still out there making music," he asserts, confident that rock and roll is far from dead. Engel's ambition is to create original music that resonates with his generation, while honoring the rich history of rock. He hopes to inspire younger audiences to connect with the roots of the genre, saying, "I'd love to help keep rock and roll relevant and see a comeback for our generation." Critical, the conscious rapper. Rapper Critical, born Donovan Calloway, believes his music is essential listening for today's hip-hop fans. Growing up in a musical family, he was surrounded by creativity from an early age. His unique style blends various genres, allowing him to tackle social issues through his lyrics. "My style is more like a sponge. I absorb and put out the vibes of what's around me," he explains. Critical's music reflects the complexities of life as a young Black man in St. Louis, addressing heavy topics with honesty and depth. His song Heavy is the Head speaks to the pain of losing a childhood friend to violence, showcasing his commitment to using music as a means of expression and healing. There's always going to be somebody who appreciates it, he says, emphasizing the importance of authenticity in his art. As these 5 talented individuals step into the spotlight, they embody the spirit of a new generation, ready to redefine the entertainment scene in St. Louis. With their unique voices and perspectives, they are not just the future. They are the present, and their stories are just beginning.